what does your process look like for like when you sit down and you want to write about maybe it's just a process in general when you write about anything, or maybe there's a specific process you go through when you're about to write for a film, but how do you like um but I guess like what is your process? Are you like do you take notes in the film? Do you take notes after the film? Do you like and then how do you like compile those and end up with like a review or a devotion about a movie or a
Hmm.
book,
Yeah.
ultimately?
Different processes for different things.
Mhm.
Um, let's just talk about writing about movies only. I guess that's probably a little
Yeah.
bit easier and probably of more interest to your listeners.
Sure, sure.
But um, let's talk about film reviews, I guess, to start with.
Mhm.
I don't take notes when I'm watching movies. I always have a notebook with me, but I almost never take a note. And if I do,
Yeah.
it's like some little detail or line that I think I want to remember.
Right.
But I don't. I don't say I'm not one of those note takers that's taking tons of notes during a movie ever. Um, because and that's partially because I just kind of want to be in the movie
Mhm.
as much as possible,
Yeah.
and not be distracted by trying to take a note. Um, so other people are able to do that. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I sit there and start taking my notes, and I lose track of the movie. So um, try to be more involved in it that way. And um, what I have learned to do though, is when I'm watching a movie, I look for something that catches me.
Mhm.
Um, uh, a moment or a theme or a scene or something that catches my attention. Um,
Yeah.
and often it's ends up being a question, like something will catch my attention, like, well, why did they do that? Or like, or like, or how did, well, that was I really felt something there. Why did I feel something there?
Yeah.
Like it becomes kind of like almost like a fulcrum point. And it can be at any
Mhm.
point in the movie, it can be any time. It's often not the end of the movie. It's usually somewhere in the middle or somewhere where I'm like,
Mhm.
or if I know something that's like out of place, or something that seems
Sure.
weird that they're doing, I'm like, well, why are they doing that all the time? Like, why is this edited together this way? Or why that color? Just like things like that. And I'll when I pick up on something like that, I tend to focus on it and then start asking that question, like trying to figure out what purpose that thing serves in the
Mhm.
narrative, in the film. And that usually ends up being kind of a way in to what's going on in the movie, like what it's quote about. And I don't mean about like what its meaning is. I mean like in the way that we say like how something is about something, like
Yeah.
about town, or like how it gets about doing something. Like that's kind of
Right.
the
Yeah.
way I mean it. Like I want to get into like how is it doing that thing,
Yeah. What is it up
and
to, sort of?
what's it up to? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What's it trying to stir up in me, in the
Mhm.
audience? Like what's it wrestling with? Um, what is it obsessed with?
Yeah.
Like what's going on here? What's driving this thing? What's weird about it? Usually